Mansfield in the morning.
Good morning, Reverend Shona.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Yes, nothing
Yes.
gets you done.
And going to be speaking about hope, actually,
Sure.
which I thought was a good topic for this morning.
We need that this morning, yeah.
But I'm beginning with a bit of intrigue and possible assassination first.
Oh, see.
Because I'm looking at Thomas Merton. He died at the age of 53 in Thailand while on a Southeast Asia lecture tour. And he was electrocuted in his room near Bangkok, and some felt he was assassinated by the CIA because he was a very vocal war critic. At the time, he was extremely well known. He's a Catholic monk, and news of his death was reported on the front page of the New York Times beside that of the great German theologian Karl Barth. And Barth was killed for plotting to kill Hitler. So anyone who says monks were boring can rethink it today.
Yoy.
So he wrote many amazing things, and I'm going to share one of his quotes today because I feel it's apt for us at this time. You do not need to know precisely what is happening or exactly where it's all going. What you need to recognize is the possibilities and challenges offered by the present moment. I mean, how many challenges do we have now? And to embrace them with courage, faith, and hope. So as I said, I'm focusing on hope because I've been doing a series of meditations on hope that have been offered by Deepak and Oprah. And I found them extremely interesting and helpful. So some of the thoughts I'm going to share today come from me and some from the meditations that I did. Hope is commonly used to mean a wish. I believe it is much more than that. It can become a very real source of power within us and in our lives if we recognize that it is far more than fulfilling a wish. Hope can become the source of our strength, especially in uncertain times like we're in at the moment, if we understand it properly and embrace it. We need to awaken to that hope that can be, and is, in fact, within all of us. One thing I've learned is that hope and fear don't occupy the same space. They can't. And we need to decide which one we're going to allow to stay within us. I've always learned that an awareness of a connection to something greater than ourselves gives us hope. So if you do believe in a divine power or God, as I do, it can also help you to carry you through these extremely difficult times. Now, I want to expand on the difference between a wish list, hope, and hope that becomes our internal power source. Examples of a wish list: we may hope that life will get better. We may hope, as I do, that we will lose weight. We may hope that we will meet the love of our lives soon. These are passive hopes and usually not effective. We need to look for and awaken that hope within that supports life from the center of our very being, recognizing our own potential. We need to believe in that hope, and we will become that hope. You can't just hope for the best. You've got to allow the hope to help us to harness our inner power and move us to action, and the best will come. We've got to remember that change and uncertainty are constants in life. At the moment, perhaps more than ever, but they're always present, and there are two ways in which we can respond. We can respond with fear and uncertainty and try to control everything, or we can embrace uncertainty and look for its creative potential. And in this way, life becomes ever-expanding. While we're in the center of the storm, I agree it's very hard to see anything positive, and it may be hard to see the opportunities. But if we use the power of hope and know it will be okay, perhaps even more than okay, spend time waiting on guidance, then that power does come from within, and for me, that power within comes from God. And then we have the courage to be different and do something different. To point out how the choice is always ours, Deepak talks about how we can choose to feel love even when there's conflict. So how we need to activate our choice muscles. How we respond is always our choice. For many years, we've been responding in one way, and we may need to unlearn that. So say you've responded from a hurt from the past. It's taught us not to believe in our own potential and not to hope. Again, that is our choice. Do we allow the past to prevent us from experiencing an amazing and powerful future? Blaming others and circumstances is one of the worst things we can do, because then we always remain the victim. The way to heal is to activate and exercise a different muscle, says Deepak. Our muscles do have a memory. So I'm going to give you an example from sport that I think Jeremy would be able to relate to. At school, I went for tennis coaching. In fact, all of us did at the school I was at. Then I didn't play for 30 years. And then Lindsay McGuire here asked me to go and play with her. So we went to her coach, and her coach watched me for a little while, and then she said, "Who coached you? I can see you were coached as a child." My muscle memory remained even after years and years of not being used. So old ways of responding, even after years and years of not being used, are still there, and they try to take control. And we need to consciously activate a different response pathway. And with time, that muscle will build up strength and be our natural response. So what I've experienced is that hope eradicates the fear of uncertainty. The power of hope is here every day for all of us. Hope makes us strong and secure, and people with hope radiate confidence and strength. We need, especially at this time, to turn doubt and uncertainty into hope. So pause and think. Are you alert? Are you confident? Are you ready to respond in a fluid and flexible manner? Do you meet every situation openly and with hope? A new possibility life is presenting all of us. And to end, I want a quote from Carl Jung. He said, "I'm not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." And he said, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." So thank you for listening. May God bless you and those you love and pray for. I'm praying for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shona.
Thank you very much,
Reverend
Shona.
Shona.
Here it comes. It's Mansfield in the morning. Driven by Sandown Motors, your Mercedes-Benz partner. On